I'm just sitting here, still drinking my Monster drink. I was drinking earlier, and I'm still drinking now. I feel a little sleepy still from the Advil I took last night, but I didn't take it till like 12 o'clock. So it probably didn't cook in till about 3, but I still got up around 8. But I feel a little melancholy today, if I can just be truthful. Yesterday is Monday. We didn't have to work today because work is not, it's not slow, but it usually pick up around March, and it didn't this year. And I know, of course, everything is higher, because I look at a day off right now as glory. But I know, on the other hand, you have bills to pay, and we usually have extra, or either our businesses grows during these months, the summer months, but it really hasn't this year yet. I'm not saying it won't, but yet, as of yet, it hasn't. I just have to learn to rest and pray and give it to God. You know, Gary's a little more worried than I am, but I know it goes through this every so often. We go through this. We have lost accounts. We have lost like 7 or 8 buildings that we did for the state all at one time. And so, we've been through it all. This is going on like our 22nd year doing it. So, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But this video is really about me missing my son. I miss my son. Being truthfully speaking, I miss Jeremiah. I miss my son Jeremiah. I miss him so much. And I think that's where this feeling is coming from. I'm not down, I'm not depressed, because I know he's going to be 24, but I'm used to him being around, being here. I know he don't really like it in South Carolina, and I know he's going through something right now, and it's better for him with my sister. He has somebody to talk to all the time, people around his age, and then they're helping him there spiritually and naturally. And then I have a sister there that's a pastor, and he had went down to my sister Cecilia that lives next door to my sister Sandra, but now he's with Priscilla, because Priscilla has 2 sons that are his age, or around his age. I think Caleb may be like 4 months older than him. Jason maybe 3 to 4 years younger, but Jason's so much bigger. You would think Jason was older. We love Jason. I love Jason. And then they have a connection because as boys, they spend time with me, a lot of time with me. So when he's there, they're dry. You know how guys do. They play games. They're very good young men. I mean, awesome young men. They are so good. I'm talking about boys that's in the house that, sometimes you're like, leave, go somewhere. They didn't hang out, no problems with them. But yeah, I miss him. I miss Jeremiah. But I know he has to get what he needs, and then I know he has to live his life just like I lived mine. Gary and I, we lived ours. But I just want to shield him and protect him from anything. Because I'm a mama bear. I remember when it was time for him to go to school. Y'all, I acted so bad. I cried. I literally cried. I was in the office crying. And my mother was a pastor around there, so a lot of people knew my mom. And they were like, girl, your mama gonna get you for acting like this, or she gonna lay into me. But she wouldn't have, because she knew my heart. She knew my heart, and I love my kids. I wasn't one that just gave my kids to anybody or just dropped them off. I love them. And I thought I was the best I could be as a mom, But your kids will always tell you something different, just like, we could tell our parents what they didn't do. But, they did their best, we did our best, and I'm sure Jeremiah can say what we didn't do, especially if he's mad or upset or didn't get his way. And the same with us, my generation. We didn't get our way or mad or upset, we're mad with our parents. But it's all out of love. And some things is just what what you were taught to do. And I just feel like, each generation can do better, could do better, but I love my son. And then I remember him kissing me and hugging me. I was holding him. Like I said, I was a mess, y'all. I know I'm all over the place with the story. But it was time for him to go, and he kissed me and hugged me. He said, Mom, I'm going to be all right. His little face, he was like, Mom, I'm going to be all right. And I remember I worked for the church at this time, and Sister Ruthie, she came by. She was just like, my husband told me to take you out. Yeah, I was so a mess. I was such a mess, so messed up. Thinking about him, was he gonna be okay? I didn't even want to go out. I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna stay here. Of course, God took it away from me, but I still worry. I worry. I just want him to be all right, And I know we're not gonna be here, Gary and I, always, and I just want him and my other son to be all right. But really, my focus right now is on Jeremiah. I just want him to be okay. And by the way, you don't get everything you want, but you'll get some of your heart's desires, but not all. I just want him to be all right. And I do believe, truthfully speaking, I know I'm in my feelings right now, but I do believe Jeremiah will be okay. He'll be okay. God's going to take care of him. God's going to take care of Jeremiah. But I miss you, Jeremiah, and I love you, all right? I call him my baby, my little baby, my little baby. He's going to be 24 next month, y'all, but I call him my little baby because we spend so much time together and have spent so much time together. And I just miss him. I don't know what to say. But I miss him. I think before he left, the week that he left, I think I cried every day. Every day I was crying. Every day. I don't know. But yeah, that's my mood, my feelings right now. I'm not salty, but I just miss him. I miss my son. That's all. I miss my son. And he's the only one, by the way, even though I know Gary and I know Jaren love me, they're not, I love you type of people, Some people wasn't raised like that. I was raised with my mother telling me she loved me and everything, telling me I was beautiful, That was our relationship. That was me and her relationship. My other siblings might have a different story, but that was me and her relationship. Kissing me like when she saw me or if I was coming in or going, she would greet me with a kiss, but that was our relationship. So I miss that. And on top of that, I miss that. I miss that. And, I live down south. But I'm kind of by myself because I do have a brother that's in North Carolina that's about 4 hours away. But our relationship is not like that. He's my brother and I love him, but our relationship is not like that. Then I have a brother also that lives about an hour away, maybe about an hour and 5 minutes away. But our relationship is not like that. It's just different. It's like we're different people. In actions, you might say, y'all don't even act like, although me and my other brother, we look alike, but, it's not, we're not the same type. I don't know. One would say you act like one side, one would say you act like the other side, Somebody else would say you act like the other side. But I love them. I love them too. Now, with my sisters, we're closer, and maybe because my sisters carry them around more, because it's a older set. It's Priscilla, me, and William. We're the younger set, and Perry C. and Sandra. But the girls, even though they were older, we were always around my mom. So, whether we were cooking Christmas or whatever, having a cookout, we came by. You know, the boys were doing their thing. Not saying they were wrong or anything, but they were doing their thing. The girls sometimes tend to stay around home. So I had a tender heart, and my mom knew I had a tender heart. She really knew I had a tender heart. Sometimes I think it was too tender. I just, instead of letting things go, I hold on to things, don't really talk about it. I'm the type that I'd rather do for you than you do for me. Don't expect nothing, but I'd rather do for you than you do for me. I have to get over that. I have to get over myself with that, I have to let go and let God. Just let God be God. And He'll work it out. Everything will be okay, y'all. Everything will be alright, Gloria. Everything will be alright. This mood to pass. I'll be feeling different tomorrow. And maybe because I was home since Saturday. Well, Saturday we worked, but we was done in 2 hours and a half. We had 2 buildings. But like I said, Gary and I, we've been in business for 25 years. Maybe I'll say 25 because we were cleaning that long. Even for the church, before we started our business, we were cleaning. So I count all that too as well. So we can, we know what we have to do. One's upstairs, one's downstairs. We're doing what we have to do. And we know what we have to do. And we do a pretty good job. So, what I was going to say, I know God don't make no mistakes. This feeling too will pass. It will pass, but like I said, I miss my son. I wish he was here. I wish I could talk to him. I wish I could go in the room and look at him. Sometimes I just look at him. And I think the week that he was leaving, before he left, I just laid in the bed with him. Yes. My 23-year-old son, I just laid in the bed with him. And he moved over. He was still on his phone, but he moved over and just let me lay there. So, but yeah, Jeremiah, I miss you. Mom loves you a whole lot. A whole bunch. Kisses to you. I know you'll be all right. Your Aunt Priscilla's going to take care of you. And again, he's 23, going to be 24 next month. But he was a shelter kid. Like I said, I didn't go to clubs. I didn't go to movies. I think Gary and I went to the movies for the first time in 17 or 16 years last month for the first time. And that's only because we got free tickets. My son is the manager over a theater. So any movie we want to see, we can see any movie. And he gets us tickets. Good seats that massage you and sit back. I didn't even know the seats did that. But I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I know that God has a plan for our lives and He knows our future. And this will give us a perfect ending. And I know Jeremiah and Jaron, Gary, and Gloria, I know we're going to be fine. Our ladder will be greater than our former. I know that this too will pass. I'm cooking right now. And like I said, maybe because I was home since Friday. Even though we worked Saturday, we were finished so fast. And my mind just thinking. Sometimes I have this prayer that I have written down in my closet. Everything that I want, I wrote down on a board. And I need to get another board because I had the other things that in prayer that I be thinking about. And I need to just write them out too. Basically, my board that I have up, my vision board, is a prayer. It's a prayer. It's what I want. It's what I pray about. It's what I need. It's what God has already done, is doing, will do, will continue to do. So that's what I need to do, y'all. But I don't want to bother y'all too much. But I guess if you have a family member or a son or a daughter that you love very much, just tell them that you love them. Which he knows because I tell him. I love you, Jeremiah. He tell me. All right. I'm going to say it for the last time on this video. I love you, Jeremiah, and miss you. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.